Good morning, everybody. Jim Feist and Hank Goldberg here in Las Vegas. Hank, the wind is blowing outside and the Super Bowl is blowing itself into our stratosphere. We got a big day on Sunday coming up. We got a lot of basketball heading into that game. And what's going on with you this week?
Well, the weather's supposed to be really good Sunday. They said, I talked to them there, they said it's gorgeous in town. And the weather's supposed to stay that way, so that's good news.
Sure is. Well, I see that the line is stabilized pretty much right now. It's 1, but the juice is all on the favorite. So it could be some 1.5 popping up again. I see one of them actually right now. And the total 54.5 is pretty standard. A few 54s are out there as well. So that's it's about where it is. I don't know if there's going to be a lot of big money coming in. I'm sure there will be. We usually get some pretty good 6-figure bets on these games. In the last couple of months, we've seen some really big 100,000, 200,000, 50,000 bets. A lot of money pouring into the town. And every casino will be full. Every room will be full. It'll be crazy this weekend.
They're projecting $8.6 billion as a total bet on the game all over. And the total, I looked it up yesterday, of all the Super Bowl games, only 11 have gone over 54.5.
Interesting. That's a big number. And I guess if San Francisco has their way, they'll control the ball quite a bit. The clock will run. That will. But Mahomes is so explosive in the way he scores. The question is, can you hold him down? It's really two different styles of play. The Andy Reid throw.
I told a story Monday about Al Davis and how he ordered his team to go after Theismann in the '84 game. That final score was 38-9. And what they did to Theismann that day was they sacked him 6 times. He was picked off twice. Once he got picked off inside the 10-yard line by Jack Squirick, who never did anything again, basically. He was a backup linebacker for Oakland. But and he fumbled twice. They really killed him that day. That was the day that Marcus Allen set a record with a 74-yard touchdown run. Marcus Allen ran all over him. That's the formula that I think San Francisco would like to follow today. You know, with a big running day. Plunkett was the quarterback for Oakland that day, but it was Marcus who really beat him with the running game. And, of course, they went after Theismann, as I told you guys on Monday.
Yeah, well, that would be. Mahomes is pretty mobile, but they're going to get a good pass rush on him. Just have to keep him from getting outside the lines and running down the sidelines because he's probably be their leading rusher because they really don't do much on that end.
Yeah, they don't have a running game to speak of, and he's got plenty of targets to throw to.
Oh, he sure does.
But they'll drop 6 guys into coverage because their front 7 is pretty strong.
It is. Any props pop up in the last couple of days that you like?
Yeah, I went over on field goals. I have the first score being a field goal because they always start out conservatively. And I got Bourne to score the first touchdown in the game. I got him at 18-1. That would be the first touchdown actually for Kansas City in the game. It's a good price. Or for San Francisco rather. I'm sorry, I got Bourne scoring the first touchdown in the game. And I got a few props in the game that came out good. I'm not talking about things like the flip of the coin and whatnot. There's so many props.
Yeah, there is. I don't know if there's 1,000, but it seems like there's 1,000.
I took a prop that there would be a missed extra point in the game. You can get 300 to 1 on that.
That happens a lot now. That's not that big a surprise. And you do have wind that you never know. The wind might whip up. It doesn't right now. The weather, like you said, looks pretty good. But that's a couple days away, and you might get some wind. Basketball has been interesting this week. Big games. Virginia bounced back, beat a big team. That was a big victory for Virginia, the defending national champs. And we got some really big games today, too. West Virginia,
Virginia's won a couple of games in a row now. Today's big games, Michigan State, Northwestern, Seton Hall, DePaul's a big game. And I'll give you one that probably is under the radar. East Tennessee against Mercer. They got 3 strong guards. They got a defense that's really smothering teams, and Mercer turns it over 15 times a game.
And that line is East Tennessee 15 right now, across the board against Mercer. Yeah.
Notre Dame Wake, it's a good game. Alabama LSU, lots of good games today.
Yeah.
Arkansas, South Carolina, Penn State, Indiana, Baylor, Iowa State, big game.
Alabama,
Louisville, San Diego State's in action again. A lot of big teams playing this today.
Yeah, it's a great betting day for college hoops. No question about that. Anything else going on in the horse racing world this week?
No.
Just a quiet week.
No.
Well,
they did very poorly with the Pegasus. There was not a big crowd there, and it was a very costly day for Gulfstream.
Yeah, that's too bad.
No, it's not. It's Astronix.
Not your favorite owners, are they?
Well, they're the worst.
Well, anything else you want to talk about today?
Not really. I thought that there's a lot of postmortems on Kobe. It's a sad story.
Very.
I see where LeBron has stepped up and said that he's going to take over it's his job to take over the Laker franchise and save it. I thought that was a little out of line. It's a mourning period. It's not a time for egos. But I didn't like that.
Well, sometimes people say things when they're emotional that they later regret. But it is a very emotional time. There's some very sad stories out there, and for all 9 people that passed, and may they rest in peace. That was a terrible. And I imagine it's going to come down to pilot. The pilot probably made a bad decision going up in that weather, but it'll come out over time. But Hank, just cut it short today. We got Friday to pick up some more pieces and talk about the weekend. But have a good couple days. I know you got a lot of shows coming up tomorrow.
Yeah, Thursday and Friday are big practice days before the game, as they always are. The Kansas City headquarters are right across from the expressway from where I used to live. In Aventura. I used to eat dinner at that hotel and play golf at that resort on a regular basis. I know the starter there, and that's where the headquarters hotel is for the Chiefs.
And where's that?
By the way, rooms are going for $4,000 a night.
Oh boy!
Right now.
Oh wow!
They are really gouging, and also there as of yesterday there were 3,500 unsold tickets.
Really? Wow, that's amazing.
Well, it's a pretty expensive ticket, so.
I don't remember any Super Bowls being unsold in the past, but then again, I don't keep up on that. But
not since the first one.
Right. All right, Hank, we'll talk again on Friday. Have a good couple days.
Okay, Jim, you too.
Okay, buddy. And don't forget to go to jimfeist.com for Hank's plays and mine. And we hope to have a good couple days in hoops. It is a great betting card today. And we're going to have a great weekend and hope to pick up a lot of coins. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and we'll talk soon.